Hi, this is Adam Ernest, CEO of Follow My Vote. Today I'm going to be demoing Follow My Vote's stake-weighted voting system, so blockchain-based voting system that we've integrated recently with the BitShares blockchain. So anyone that wishes to run our blockchain voting software to conduct a stake-weighted poll on the BitShares blockchain can do so by visiting our open source code repository on github.com. and compile the software themselves, regardless of the device and operating system that you're using. Now, if you're interested in doing that, you would need to go to this URL here, which will take you straight to our GitHub repo, and you can compile the software from there. For those out there that don't have the technical skills to do this on their own, don't worry. Help is on the way. In the days ahead, we'll be developing binary files specific to all major operating systems, to include Linux, Mac, Windows, iOS, and Android. Actually, currently we support Linux-based computing systems. So for those of you out there that have Linux operating system installed on your computer, you can install our stake-weighted voting app by installing Follow My Vote's stake-weighted voting snap package. What is a snap package, you ask? Snap packages, or snaps, made their debut on Ubuntu 16.04 LTS. Now, a snap is really just a fancy file containing an application together with its dependencies and a description of how it should safely be run on your system. Snaps can run on Linux distributions, other Linux distributions, including Arch, Fedora, Linux Mint, CentOS, and Gentoo. As such, snaps are quickly becoming the de facto Linux app package format. So we decided to take this route to make it easier on Linux users to get our software installed and up and running. So really, to install the snap package, it's very simple. All you would need to do is load up a terminal, and you would input this command: sudo snap install -- edge stake-weighted voting. If I were to hit enter here, it would start downloading the software and then installing it directly on the computer. Now, Ubuntu team really isn't the best at keeping the Snap server up and running properly. At least I've experienced some issues in trying to do this myself. So we really wanted to provide you an alternate way to download and install the software. So if you run into challenges by entering this command into your terminal to install the snap package, don't worry, you can go to this URL here and download the file directly onto your computer. Now, Google Chrome and Firefox may wig out on you and try to warn you not to download the file. If that's the case, you can always use Opera, the web browser, to download the file here without any issue. If you do take this route, once you've downloaded the software to your computer, you're going to go back to the terminal, and you're going to need to navigate to your downloads folder, and like I'm doing here, and then from there you're going to run this command here. Sudo snap install -force -dangerous start.snap, and that will actually install the stake-weighted voting snap package to your computer. Regardless of the approach you've taken, once the software has been successfully installed, you should be able to search for it on your computer by searching for stake-weighted voting. It should pop up just like this. Okay? Another thing that you're going to need to do to prepare to run the software is actually load your BitShares keys from your existing BitShares wallet into a new BitShares wallet that we've set up and configured to work with our stake-weighted voting app. To do that, you would go to this URL here. This is just a web-based version of the BitShares wallet. And again, you would go there. It's going to load up your wallet. It's going to load up the interface. And then you'll need to navigate. I've already imported my wallet here. But if you're doing this for the first time, you would navigate to settings. And then you would import your wallet that way. Once you've imported your BitShares keys into this new wallet here, you should be able to navigate to your account and see all of the things you would normally see when working within the BitShares wallet interface. Now that I've gotten my BitShares wallet up and running at the location that we've configured to work with our voting app, I'll go ahead and bring up the voting app. And so it may say syncing, but once it loads, you should see the first contest that's been created within the voting app and any other contest that will be created thereafter. And from here, you can view the contests that exist. You can cast your vote. This one I haven't voted in, obviously, for the sake of this demo. I'll go ahead and show you what the voting process would be like on a new contest. So you can select yes, no, any of the options are contestants within the contest. And I'll just quickly go and cast my vote here. Now it's telling me to please authorize a transaction in my wallet. And you'll see if I go back to my wallet, now it's asking me to confirm this transaction. So I want to cast my vote, and it's showing that I have a fee here. Now these fees are coming directly from the BitShares blockchain. So in order for me to cast my vote and have that be stored successfully on the blockchain, it's telling me I'm going to need to pay this fee of 1.96926 BitShares. So I'm going to say, okay, that's worth it to me. I will go ahead and confirm and cast my vote. It broadcasted the transaction. It's broadcasting it now, and the transaction was confirmed. So my vote literally just got stored successfully on the BitShares blockchain. You can see, going back to the voting app, my vote is now official. If I click into this contest and scroll down, I can see demo.followmyvote, which is up here in the BitShares wallet, demo.followmyvote. That is my account. And you'll also see that my balance here is 46,828.79558 BitShares. And you can see in the contest, when my vote is stored, it is weighting my vote to the exact amount of BitShares that I have. So that's what we mean by stake-weighted voting. You can create a contest, and your vote, or everyone's vote, is weighted based on how many BitShares that they own. So you can see it actually show you the date and time it was stored on the blockchain and what the vote was for. You can see there are several other people that have voted. And if you add up the totals, BitShares, the total weight of all these different votes, you'll see that it amounts to, when hovering over it, it amounts to that amount. 3,700,000 and change. So that is pretty cool. Now the next thing that I want to demonstrate is actually creating a contest. So I'm going to use my demo account. You can see that the current account, this is set to demo.followmyvote.com. I'm sorry, demo.followmyvote. And from here I can create a contest. Now, for this demonstration, what I thought would be really cool is if we created a poll to poll BitShares users. I'm interested to see, out of all the BitShares users, who would these BitShares users vote for in the presidential election coming up in 2016. So I have gone ahead to save time here. I've gone ahead and written out my question already. I'm just going to copy and paste here. It says, which candidates do you support for president and vice president of the United States? So we got an election coming up. The world is watching. I'm curious to know what people on the BitShares blockchain, the people that hold BitShares, what they think, who they would truly support for president of the United States. So I'm going to go in here and add in the candidates. So the very first candidate pair is Gary Johnson and William Weld, and they are in the Libertarian Party. I'm then going to add Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine, and they are in the Democratic Party. I'm going to add Donald Trump and Mike Pence. Now they are in the Republican Party. Now I'm going to add in Jill Stein and Jamu Baraka. And they are in the Green Party. And I'm also going to add in Daryl Castle and Scott Bradley. They're in the Constitution Party. And I'm going to add one more contestant pair here, which is going to be Evan McMullen, or McMullen, yep, that's correct, and Mindy Finn. And they are they are running as independent. And so I've got all my contestants added here. You can see that the voting app does allow you to add a contest description. I think it's pretty straightforward what we're asking here, so I don't think that there's a contest description that's necessary. Again, we're asking which candidates do you support for president and vice president of the United States, and we've listed out all our contestants here. And the only last thing that we need to do before checking out and making this contest official is to select a coin we want votes to be weighted in. Now keep in mind, we've created a stake-weighted voting system, integrated it with the BitShares blockchain. On the BitShares blockchain, one of the cool things that you can do is you can create your own coin and your own asset. Very easy. So when we have a whole coin list here of all the coins that have been created on the BitShares blockchain, you can see there's quite a bit. So when you're creating your contests, you'll need to select the appropriate coin that you want your votes to be weighted in. Now we're going to just go with the core asset on BitShares, which is BTS. That's the coin that everyone using BitShares should hold. And so this creating the contest based on this coin will open up the poll to as many people on the BitShares network as possible. So the final step would be here to check out. And now I'm presented with the cost of publishing this contest to the blockchain. The publishing fee is what BitShares is charging. The BitShares network is charging to publish the data to the blockchain. And then the early adopter rate is Follow My Vote's cost at publishing this contest using our software. Now, if you do a conversion rate, this should be right around $1. So as of right now, it's very, very cheap to publish a stake-weighted poll to the BitShares blockchain. We're talking $1. And votes are essentially free. All you have to pay is the publishing fee for the vote. So very, very cheap to host a contest or a poll on the BitShares blockchain using our stake-weighted voting app. So I'll go ahead and purchase. Now, again, that's going to send a publishing request to my BitShares wallet. And you can see now all I have to do is confirm the transaction, and this new contest will be created on the BitShares blockchain. So I've confirmed the transaction. The transaction is now confirmed. So when I navigate back to the voting app, you should see the new contest. All I need to do here to reveal the new contest is click refresh. And now look, the contest just appeared. It's got a date and time stamp. Right now it's set to UTC time or GMT time, whatever you want to call it. But you see the contest exists. It's there. Which of the candidates do you support for President, Vice President of the United States? Now, for demo purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and pick the first one here, Gary Johnson and William Weld, just to show you that anyone can now successfully cast a vote in this poll, which we've launched on the BitShares blockchain. Casting the vote, again, you just go right back to your wallet, confirm the transaction. And there you have it. It's official. I can navigate into the contest now, and you can see my vote was successfully stored on the BitShares blockchain. And it's listed for the appropriate candidate, and it's weighted the same. And there you have it. That is the Follow My Vote stake-weighted voting app integrated with the BitShares blockchain. I've successfully demonstrated the creation of a contest and publishing that to the blockchain, as well as voting on that contest and making sure that the vote total is accurate. All right, so there you have it. We want to thank you for sitting with us today and watching us really make history. No one has successfully developed blockchain voting software and integrated with the BitShares blockchain yet, and we've done it. And so we at Follow My Vote are very, very excited about this new development. We're excited about continuing to develop the software and making it supporting additional operating systems. And we're really excited to see how people are going to be using this stake-weighted voting app. And if you think about it, BitShares blockchain is set up really, really nice for any sort of company if they want. They can go and create their own asset on the BitShares blockchain and host their own poll. So, I mean, when you think about it, that's a proxy voting system. That's a shareholder voting system for corporations. Homeowners associations could do something very similar. You know, they could go on the BitShares blockchain and create their own asset. And I mean, you would do that just by clicking advanced features here and assets. And you could create your asset right here. So a homeowners association or a corporation, they could go and create an asset. You would go through the steps of creating your asset. Once your asset is created, you can create accounts for all the people, all the shareholders in your company, or all the property owners in your HOA, and send them some of your asset, proportional to how many shares of the company they own, or proportional to how many properties that they own. And you could start polling your company or polling your HOA using blockchain voting software. verifiable voting software, secure voting software. Now, if you're completely new to BitShares and you don't already have a BitShares wallet set up, you can go to bitshares.openledger.info and create a BitShares account. Then from there, all you would need to do is to buy some BitShares on a centralized exchange and have them sent to your account. And then you can use Follow My Vote Stake Weighted Voting app to create a contest and vote in that contest. You could also create your own asset like we just talked about and conduct a poll, a stake weighted poll on your new asset, using your new asset as the coin. Could be pretty cool. But if you want to learn more about using Follow My Vote's stake weighted voting app as integrated with the BitShares blockchain, we would love to hear from you. Just go to our website and submit a contact request. You can also just email us directly at contact@followmyvote.com. Either way, we'd love to hear from you. We'd also love for you to connect with us on social media. We have a very active Facebook and Twitter account. We're also on Instagram. So feel free to find us. We're at facebook.com/followmyvote and twitter.com/followmyvote. Become a fan, become a follower. And one last thing. Become a supporter of Follow My Vote. We're out there fighting the good fight, trying to bring blockchain-based voting systems to all areas of life. Whether it's shareholder voting, voting in an HOA, or even voting in a government-sponsored election. We're trying to bring truth and transparency to the voting process and make things verifiable from end to end. So we'd love your support. Right there on our homepage, you can join our list of supporters. Just enter your email here and select your country. And click Support Us. You'll be on our supporters list, and from time to time you may hear from us about new developments that are happening with Follow My Vote. Just a way for us to stay connected. It's been great demoing our software with you guys today. My name is Adam Ernest, CEO of Follow My Vote.